So, one thing I was thinking about earlier is a lot of people try to skip the process. They try to just get the end result across the finish line without running the race, without training for it either. And I see a lot of people not get the results they're looking for as a result because they're just trying to take a shortcut. They're just trying to skip the process and the journey, and it bites them in the ass. And I was like this for a long time. I felt entitled to achieving a certain result without putting the work in, without the blood, sweat, and tears, as they say. And one thing I was just thinking about here at the range is, like, it's not even about the end result. It's not about the nice things you can buy. Those are nice, but like, they're fleeting, right? The freedom is nice, I will say, but that only comes at the end, when you've earned it, when you deserve it. And what most people get wrong is they try to get the result without being the person worthy of becoming they try to get the result without becoming the person worthy of achieving the result. They skip the steps. They skip the character development. And they're just trying to beat the end game, the final boss, while they're at level 1. And then they wonder why they're stuck. And while I've been firing some rounds off right now, been really thinking a lot about the fact that the clients that I see, or the other people in the industry that I see making a lot of money and really succeeding, are the ones that they're not focused on the money. They're not focused on the results or the outcomes. They're focused on the mastery of their craft. They're focused on becoming masters and becoming the best and being respected for being exceptional at what they do. Not for what car they drive or anything like that, what kind of watch they have, right? And like, I've got that stuff and it's nice, I'll tell you that, but like, it doesn't change who you are. And when I see people run ads or make content, like, you can tell, think about it, you can tell who's the real deal and who's not. It doesn't take much. And you can tell just by the way people carry themselves what their primary motivations are. Because you'll find that the people that aren't necessarily motivated by money, but the mastery of their thing and becoming known as one of the greats, their products are going to be better. The results they get their clients will be better. And ultimately, surprise, surprise, they're going to make way more money in the long term anyways, without even trying, without focusing on it. When you focus on the money, you don't get the money. But when you focus on the mastery of what you're doing, that's when the money comes. It's mastery then money, not the other way around. So, I see a lot of people that don't want to do the hard, boring work that it takes to get the result that they want. They're afraid to read, afraid to take courses, they're afraid to try and fail. So I guess their ego is too important. And they don't want to learn from it. And as a result, They stay stuck in the same cycle year after year. Instead of blowing up and creating the life that they've always dreamed of. And one thing I've been doing a lot of recently is reflecting on the last few years, the last 12 months especially, the last kind of 14, 15 to be exact, since I started the business. And it's pretty clear and evident, like it's not by accident my clients get the results that they do. It's a result of a lot of hard work, hundreds and hundreds of books being read, hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into myself. To become a person worthy of a business that generates a lot of money, that has a powerful impact on our clients and their clients and my team members. And none of that would be possible without the dark years where you're grinding. For me, that was in my parents' basement for about 3 years after I finished university. I got an expensive piece of paper that did nothing. And then that's when I realized that I wasn't entitled to success. I had to work for it. Nobody was coming to save me except for myself. I had to pull myself out of that basement. It's a lot easier said than done too. Because a lot of the time, you're gonna be grinding, you're gonna be working hard, working lots for a long time. And you're not gonna get any results. The results, they take a while to come. And you're going to be doubting yourself. You're going to be asking yourself, what the hell am I doing with my life? Is this what I'm doing? Am I meant to be doing this? And that's where a lot of people quit. That's where a lot of people let those thoughts creep in and sink their teeth into their minds. You just gotta push through it. You just gotta keep going. You gotta know exactly what you want and where you're going, and have almost like a blind faith that you'll do whatever it takes, and that you're actually capable and able to achieve it. Tango down. Anyways, don't skip the steps. Stop looking for the hacks, the easy way out. Stop looking for the shortcuts. And like, even if you join a coaching program or buy a course, you're not entitled to results. Just because you spend money does not mean you're entitled to the outcome that you see other people get. And a lot of times, you don't see the full picture. You just see the tip of the iceberg. What you don't see is the years that other people put in, their dark days. Like in my parents' basement, for example. Working for other people in the space, stacking skills, and slowly but surely working my way to becoming a master. I'm nowhere near that yet. But man, I'm excited for where I'm at right now, how far I've come, and how much further I have to go. When you think about your future, do you get excited? like truly excited about what's to come because you know how good it's going to be, or you get a little nervous, a little uncertain, a little unsure. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm not sure if this is the right move. Because there's going to be that doubt and uncertainty for sure, but like you got to view it as like stepping stones, right? Nobody just jumps to the final boss and like beats the game right away. You got to go through each level. You got to go to the little bosses, and then you stack skills and gain more experience and all that kind of stuff. It's literally like a video game, right? But when you try to skip steps, that's when you just get absolutely rocked and humbled. And a lot of times it's not that aggressive, it's more of like a slow burn. Because you're just month after month, year after year, you're in the same damn spot, right? And to get out of there, you're either doing the wrong things or you just haven't waited long enough. Simple as that. So one of the things I like doing is just finding other people who've done what I'm trying to do, just pay them money and try to just get close to them, see how their mind works, see what kind of lessons they've learned that I can learn from. Like, yes, it's true, the best way to learn is from mistakes. But I heard Ty Lopez last week on a video I watched, he said, but they don't have to be your mistakes. You should learn from mistakes, but they don't have to be your mistakes. So find mentors and somebody to guide you, read books, get close to people, go to masterminds, like whatever you have to do. Just to do it. Like you have to, if you're actually serious and committed. Now I've been rambling. I don't know if there's a round in here, so we're gonna see. I don't think so, but I just want to double check. Good thing I double checked. Yep. But nonetheless, moral of the story, don't skip the steps. One day you're going to be looking back in this time of your life. When you're driving the Lambo, wearing the Rollie, you know, the essentials to scaling a business. But you're going to look back in this season and you're going to be damn proud of yourself. You're going to be damn glad that you went through it. I look back on those dark days in my parents' basement for years, just grinding with nothing to show for it. And I love young Jeremy for doing that. I want to give that guy a big old hug. Say, man, you fucking did it, man. So, you've got some options. You gotta keep doing what you're doing, which might not be working, or know when to pivot, know when to switch directions, try something new, ask for help. And then your future self, a few years from now, is going to be grateful or regretful. And it's up to you today, right now, to decide which one that's going to be. And it won't happen by accident. Nothing does. It'll happen as a result of the decisions that you make today. So, go make some good decisions. The longer you can delay gratification, the longer you can push it off, the longer you can withstand all the pressure and the hardships, the challenges and the struggles that come up, the more probability you have of making it to the end. I see a lot of people not believe in themselves, and I think the main reason why they don't believe in themselves is because deep down they know that they haven't done the groundwork. They haven't done what they know they needed to do. And that confidence will come from competence. And that competence will only come from working very hard and doing the hard things for a long time and learning from your failures and your mistakes. Whoa, there's a bullseye for you. So don't be afraid of failing. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, doing stupid things, wasting time, wasting money. You should be afraid of wasting time. I'll tell you that. But money, that comes and goes. It's fleeting. It's fake anyways. You should be afraid of wasting time because there's only so much of it. And each day is just going to keep ticking by. Another bullseye. Each year is just going to be ticking by. Like I said before, you have the decision right now to decide whether you want to make these years grateful or regretful. So don't skip the steps. Don't look for shortcuts. Don't make excuses anymore for why you're not where you want to be. And look back on the last few years. Look back on what you've done, what you haven't done. Be open and honest with yourself. Do you have the track record behind you based on the action that you've taken up until this point to make it unreasonable that you don't succeed and achieve everything that you've always wanted? It's a simple yes or no question. Our intuition's damn good too. We know. We try to fool ourselves a lot at the time. So, if I had one piece of advice to tell young Jeremy back in the basement, it would be read more books, find more people who are where you want to be and have done what you want to do. Do whatever it takes to get as close to them as possible. Work for them, buy their course, buy their programs, read their books, go to their events, study their videos, study their funnels. And ignore everything else that doesn't align with that. One thing I'm really glad that I've done over the last few years is have a vision board, crystal clear idea of what I want in this life. And everything has started to come true. I've got Got the Lambo, got the Rolly. I got a carbon fiber rifle that matches the carbon fiber on my Lambo. But again, those are just things that are, they're things, they're fleeting. It's not the goal, it's a reward along the way. It's just a milestone, it's just a token. Don't fantasize about the stuff, because it's not what it seems to be. Like, it's not what it seems like, I'll tell you that. You'll still be the same person that you were the day before you get the thing that you want. It's the day you are after, right? Not much will change there. But it's wild how everything I've put on that vision board has just come true. It's scary. It's scary. Like, you have to be very careful of what you ask for, because if I've learned one thing over the years, it's you're gonna get it one way or another. When I was in high school, my dream was to become an investment banker. And there were three reasons why. I want to work a lot of hours. I wanted to work in an office that was very high up with a nice view, and I wanted to make a shit ton of money. Those were my three criteria. And I have that right now. I work a lot, but I love it. It doesn't feel like work. My apartment, my condo, my home office is very high up. It's got a beautiful view, and I make a shit ton of money. So I got what I asked for. It just looks a little bit different. Right when I was in university, I was like, I realized that, like, that sounded like hell to go the corporate route, and thank God I didn't, and moved back with my parents back home to the basement. Oh, we're dangerous, boys. But all in all, at the end of the day, you have the power today to decide the trajectory of your life. And you do that by choosing what thoughts to think, what beliefs to hold, and what actions to take. So choose to have good thoughts, choose to hold good beliefs, and choose to take good, smart action. And with that, I'll wrap up the gun range rant. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know down below if you guys want to see more stuff like this, and if you like the raw, the real stuff, rather than the hypey, make money online kind of shit. So let me know down below. See you in the next one. Bye.